Well, hello, my pickles, my snowflakes, and my turtles. Welcome to the No Matter What Club that we have going on here. I'm here with my Christmas present from the police department. See, it says Christmas Watch 2018, and the chief got them for all of us that worked over Christmas. So that was kind of fun. So now it's become my favorite little mug to have some of my coffee in. So my pet fruit fly is here as well, and so we're ready to do a video. How is your food going for you? I hope you're having a great January. I am. I love January. It's just like it's like a psychic spiritual cleanse for me. My my head stops that Rolodex whirl, and you know, the next, you must, you have to, the next, this errand, that errand. Yeah, kind of like it. It's a nice breather. And so I was able to cook my 4 meals. Greg is on Martha's Vineyard. No, he's not summering there. It's the middle of January. He's got big jobs over there. And so I'm able to plan out my foods. It's like a break in my daily requirements, my minimum daily requirements. And so I've got 2 days of one meal, 2 days of another meal, and then Greg is home for the weekend. So it's kind of cool. So today, this is what I'm having. I use the chronometer, and there are times when I say I'm going to stop tracking, see how I feel, see if there's an intuitive way that this little food addict in recovery can do it. And then I just go about continuing to do this because it works, right? So today, it's kind of what I weighed this week. My calories are 1,231. My protein is 72.9. My total carbs are 4.6. And my fats are 100 grams. And that works for me. Today I'm having 7 ounces of roast chuck, and I'm shredding it onto my Trader Joe's organic baby lettuces. There's going to be 60 grams of daisy sour cream underneath it, 20 grams of macadamia nut oil, 5 grams of Fourth and Heart pink Himalayan ghee. I kind of melt that in my little teacup and I pour that over. And so that's that wonderfulness. Then I'm also having 2 Pete and Jerry jumbo soft-boiled eggs with 5 grams of Fourth and Heart pink Himalayan salt ghee. And that adds up to the 1,231 calories and the nice low total carbs of 4.6. So, have those of you that put on a little extra weight over the season taken it off now that we're mid-January? Have you been able to do that? I am weighing myself 1 time a month now, and it's the first Thursday of the month. And that just works for me. It works for my addiction. I've been in maintenance for a few years since I added in the extra protein, going from like 35 grams a day to like what you saw there, under 80 grams a day. I have gained a couple of pounds. I'm not even worried about it. My weight, when I weighed in for January's first Thursday weigh-in, was 123.4. And yeah, so I'm happy. The last time I weighed this, as I told some of you in previous videos, I was in the 3rd grade, and then the hormones and the just growing into womanly sort of things just took off, and I don't even think I saw the 140s. I just went right to 150, 160, 170, and I was definitely a bruiser-bodied female. You know, I look like I could take down people if I was like a fighter. So yeah, I do my keto, and sometimes I have extra veggies on the side. Sometimes it's just the lettuces Monday through Friday. On Sunday, I do have asparagus, Brussels sprouts, and cauliflower with my usual ribeye steak. Sometimes it's a porterhouse if they look good or are available. It doesn't seem to be a very always available type of cut. I made a chuck roast pot roast last week, and Greg was like, "Oh my God, this is so good," and he got leftovers twice, and he just he said, "This is the best meat," and I said, "Yeah, there is something about a chuck roast, isn't there?" Cook it up; it's delicious, and so, um, so I've done my homework assignment that I do with Girlie and the Cowboy. And you've probably already seen the Girlie and the Cowboy episode. That was probably a few days ago. I'm just a couple of days ahead with my recording. And so I haven't recorded one yet, but I'm lining up my Friday with a friend just so we can meet other people in the community. If you read other people's comments, then you'll get to put the names with the faces, and that's always, always fun. And yeah, it's funny, I was driving by I think it's called the Vitamin Shop or something on my way to Star Market, also known as Albertsons. And the windows were filled with nothing but posters of keto products. If you're new to keto, and I hope that you are and it's working for you, you do not need to have keto products. You don't need to spend a lot of money on side items of keto. A lot of us, when we began keto, we were drinking a lot of extra fats, and things kind of calmed down for a lot of us. Some moved on to carnivore, which makes absolutely perfect sense. They're like cousins, keto and carnivore. Some people are carnivish, like me. You know, I have a heavy meat or protein food plan with a few carbs of salad, as you can see, the 4.6, and that includes cream in my coffee too. So yeah, it all just works. I love it. My food addiction seems to be in a great place when I have my fatty meat and my salad with the macadamia nut and the Fourth and Heart ghee dressing on it. Those things seem to keep me satiated along with the extra protein. And so I try to balance out my proteins and fats. And this happened about 3 weeks ago. And so I try to hover around 80 grams for each of them. And then my carbs are always total under 10. And as you could see today, 4.6. And I'm not lacking or longing for anything. And I think that for me, the emotional satisfaction, the feeling satiated and content is the best non-scale victory. You know, to leave the table and know that I had an absolutely wonderful, fresh, delicious OMAD, 1 meal a day. Some people do 2 meals a day. Some people do 3 meals a day. It's finding what works, and it's called N equals 1. And that's you. Nice to know that you're a letter and a number, right? With an equal sign. It's finding your perfect mix. What food items work for you? Some people go carnivore, like for a whole day, and then other times have a couple of veggies. Other people, you know, because I'm a recovering food addict, I've found that a veg and a protein and good fats work for me. I have 3 cups of coffee a day, and I put heavy whipping cream in it, 1 tablespoon, Xyla, a sugar alternative, and also diatomaceous earth. And I put that in my Ninja Bullet, and it gets all nice and frothy, and I'm happy. So I do that a few times a day. Sometimes my 3rd cup is caffeinated. Sometimes my 3rd cup is decaffeinated. But it's what I do every day, and it just works. I track my food in advance in my chronometer. So I've got my 4 days planned. I'll try to come up with a nice dinner for when Greg returns on Friday. And to his spread, some of you have seen his OMAD, and it's a great spread. He, on a side note, he weighed himself yesterday to see what he weighed before he went to Martha's Vineyard and didn't have me cooking for him and doing his spread for him every night when he comes home from work. He's gonna starve. I did make a batch of my leftover stew for him. Leftover stew is exactly what it sounds like. It's chuck roast, it's shaved broccoli, it's cauliflower crumbles, and it's cooked in an organic broth, and it's just delicious, salt and pepper. I don't know what happens to it, but it just makes this wonderful, nice, thick stew. So I made a big batch for him and his son, and he went to Centerville Pie. I don't know if any of you know, Centerville Pie is where Oprah got her chicken pies many years ago. She flew in for Maria Shriver's mother's funeral, I think, something like that, Kennedy. And she flew in because I guess she's friends with Maria, and she discovered the chicken pies and put Centerville Pie Company on the map. So Greg's got those, yeah, those crusts and all that kind of stuff. We don't have that, but I have seen people do pot pies with the fathead pizza crust punched out real thin. It's a possibility. You never know. You don't have to go without something like that if you have it. I have my keto pizza every Saturday. I have told you that this keeps me absolutely sane. It is my one keto-fied item that has saved me in all the years, because I knew if I couldn't have my pizza, I don't think I would be doing as well. But I always know that I've got that coming up. And over the years that I've had it, I don't do the cauliflower, I don't do the chicken. You can suggest it, but I don't do it. I cut the almond flour in half with the recipe. And this week I will cut, I think, some of the cream cheese, maybe some of the mozzarella that goes into the crust. And just shaving for no other reason. I don't put as much cheese on the top of it. So that means I might not shave what's in the crust because I've got the cheeses there. But that's my one and only keto-fying item. I don't do diet sodas. I don't do artificial sweeteners. No fruits. And I was listening to a video, and it was the man was talking about seasonal fruits, which some people are given permission to have, which would mean berries in the summer, and not buying berries to have in the middle of the winter just because we import them now. But he was saying if you're living on a fourth floor in some place that doesn't get much sun and you're having a banana, that could be harmful. Your body isn't used to those sort of things from way back when. Although, I was guilty of a banana every single day on my brand cereal, of course. And, the things that we change once we go keto. The cravings have stopped. I'm not craving desserts. I'm not craving keto-fied breads and desserts. It just doesn't come into my wheelhouse. I look at some of the things. Sometimes I will make like a keto meatball and sweet Italian sausage little cassolette, like the same little things that I put my quiches in, the individual ones. And in that I'll have ricotta cheese and a melty cheese on top like mozzarella, and just a smidgen of Rao's pizza sauce because it's the lowest in sugar. And that is a delicious little casserole that I love. I'm going to be making, I've got my meal planned, or 2 of my days planned for when Greg is out of town next week, and it's going to be the keto crack slaw, definitely modified, but organic cabbage, the Wagyu beef that is very high fat quality, organic, and Bragg's amino acids. That's it, nice and simple, salt and pepper, and with a smaller salad on the side because the cabbage has carbs in it. And that's how I do it. I plan ahead, I think ahead, and I enjoy, once I sit down at the table, the 2 spices that I use now are any of the salts, the pink Himalayan, the Redmond's Ancient, the Celtic salt crystals on my tongue, the ground Celtic, the pink Himalayan by Celtic, and the Old Thompson pink Himalayan. And the pepper is just Old Thompson ground pepper. Sometimes it's the McCormick. And that's about as fancy Nancy as I get. I do put organic fennel seeds in my keto pizza crust, but that's about it. I love the flavor of the foods like that. I don't need to adorn with garlic salt or garlic or onion salt or onions. Those things have carbs in them. Those things have sugar in them. And so you will most likely never hear me saying that those go into one of my ingredients. Salt is my friend, and I use it in my cooking, and I use it when I eat. So this has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food. I'm a snowflake, I'm a turtle, I'm a pickle, and I'm a member of the No Matter What Club. My carbs are total, and they are under 10, and it just works for my old metabolism. Thank you so much for watching me. If you need the one-on-one, I offer ketocoachingsarah.com, different packages. Go check it out, and I will see you the next time. Still looking for people to do the Friday with a Friend, so look for me at parkersposey28@gmail. I will post that address below if you want to be interviewed. And I like just the nice, regular community of keto and carnivore that comment every day. And it's just putting a live face with them. It's not scary. It's not. It's easy. You just need a Gmail account and availability for me to record any morning, Monday through Thursday. And it airs on Friday. Friday with a Friend. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you the next time. Bye-bye for now.